More shocking news out of CPAC this morning. The treasurer of that organization has resigned, citing financial mysteries surrounding Chairman Matt Schlapp. In his resignation letter, Bob Beaupre raised concerns over how CPAC is funding Schlapp's legal defense against a lawsuit accusing him of sexual assault against a male aide. Beaupre also detailed several financial discrepancies, writing, quote, "A cancer has been metastasizing within the organization for years." Let's bring in right now the political reporter who wrote the New York Magazine article about these allegations, Ben Jacobs. Ben, man, a lot to sort through here. Forgive me if it doesn't sound like I've already heard this story before. Like this is Wayne LaPierre stuff, like at the NRA. It seems like the NRA and CPAC just can't keep their books straight. But this is connected to, I think, perhaps a bigger scandal in CPAC that the board appears to be, I don't know, trying to cover up or trying to defend.
Well, I think that's right, Joe, that the board is made up of Matt Schlapp's friends. At this point, it's a handpicked board, and they're all on his team and all working, all, fed information by him that determines what decisions they're making. And at this point, Bob Beaupre has sort of broken away. He sent this letter, which ended up getting leaked out by the board. In order to raise these concerns. And it's a sign that at this point that even the folks who are his friends are now having real concerns over the management at CPAC and what is going on and how broken this institution has become.
So, Ben, let's channel Newt Gingrich and talk about this in a way that third graders could understand it. Could you break it down in case people don't know the ugliness that's been going on in CPAC for quite some time? Where did this begin with accusations against Matt Schlapp, and what specifically is the treasurer accusing the board of doing?
Well, this has some of its root causes in allegations against Schlapp that while campaigning for Herschel Walker in 2022, he downed a significant portion of, he's alleged to have drank a lot of alcohol and then groped a male staffer who was driving him back. And this has sort of set off a chain of events. And there's questions now whether CPAC is paying for his legal defense. The treasurer says that they advanced him $50,000 when the allegations initially had. And keep in mind, the treasurer thinks Schlapp's innocent of this, and then that Schlapp had mysteriously raised $250,000 more that had gone to his legal defense. There are also allegations of financial mismanagement, that there's massive staff turnover, that this is an organization over the past 3 years that's churned through employees at a pretty remarkable pace. And generally that the books aren't straight, that as the Washington Post reported earlier, that just last year, Schlapp started paying himself a salary, that previously he had done this, without a salary, that it was a significant six-figure salary to supplement his everyday job as a lobbyist.
Wow. Donnie, let's talk really quickly. I mean, the conservative brand has been so tarnished. I talked about the NRA. You could also talk about, obviously, Donald Trump, all the indictments that are out there against him. Here with CPAC, this has been until recent years, this has been where all conservative candidates have gone. They didn't this year because, again, there's just this cloud that hangs over it. But, man, I always talk about how Republicans have become like, the Jim and Tammy Faye Bakker. Donald Trump's become the Jim and Tammy Faye Bakker of American politics, squeezing every last dime out of retirees and other people that they can sucker. And then they never follow through on what they say they're going to do, whether it's for legal defense funds or something else. But, we got the parallels. I mean, you got Jim and Tammy Faye Bakker, you got Oral Roberts, you got Jimmy Swaggart, you got the Catholic Church, you got the Southern Baptist Church, all of these scandals. And now it seems it's just moving over to the conservative movement. One scandal after another scandal, one indictment after another indictment. I mean, I don't know how the conservative brand is not just absolutely tarnished for decades to come.
What is the conservative brand right now? Is it, if you said, what do they stand for? Basically, it's hate, it's grievance, it's anger, it's breaking of laws. It is, the Republicans should have a loop. And the loop should play to them, who is it that brought conservative movement to and really made it relevant to Americans? Ronald Reagan. And they are anti-Ronald Reagan. Everything that Reagan stood for, and decency, and really taking conservatism and putting it, making it relevant to the majority of Americans. And the conservative movement now is just stuck. It's stuck, and it stands for nothing from a policy point of view except anger, hatred, and just complete chaos. And as you said, I don't see it coming back anytime soon. When you have the newbies in the party, when you have Ron DeSantis playing the same exact tune, nobody is getting it right. They've fallen and they can't get up.
So, Ben, what's next for CPAC? Is there a sense here that Schlapp is the hold on power is in jeopardy? I mean, as you say, it's mostly run by his friends. It's certainly the CPAC conference this year was diminished, smaller. Despite Trump's return, it was smaller and seemed to matter less than years before. How do you see this playing out going forward?
I think there's a couple of scenarios. In one case, that this continues as is and CPAC continues to diminish. As you pointed out, it was much more of a Trump show, that traditionally CPAC is all-encompassing of the conservative movement. But the conference this year was sort of a narrower slice of people. I mean, one thing that was telling, that people used to be physically banned from the conference were now speakers on the main stage. The other scenario is whether Schlapp steps down voluntarily. It's unlikely, from my understanding, that the board is going to involuntarily deal with this. That CPAC still has lingering strength because of its brand, but it's also seen a lot of competition from Turning Point USA and from other conservative conferences. But it's a question at this point whether CPAC fades away and becomes the RC Cola of conservative conferences, sort of something that's a landmark of the past.
Let me just say I love RC Cola. Ben Jacobs, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate you being here.